before we start in today's reaction video, I just want to quickly apologize and explain something that sort of propped up in with the last stream. You may be wondering, you may be looking back and being like, "Hey, Jack, where is the reaction to what version are we on right now? 3.5, the update with Dia and Mika on it." And my answer is, I did record a reaction, but not only did I lose the footage, said footage was also corrupted, and also my editing software had broken down, so a lot of bad things happened at once, and I couldn't get the reaction video done in time for an actual upload. For when the update came around, I just sort of skipped over that one. But not much was missed. I had a very meh reaction to the events. The one thing that really surprised me and caught me off guard was finding out that Mika was was not a Catalyst user and was primarily a Spear user instead. Which I was disappointed by, actually, because I really did want a Cryo Catalyst. Even so, it's not gonna get me down, and hopefully Baiju and Kave will deliver, because I'm gonna be honest, right? I knew a little bit about Dia going into 3.5. I know next to nothing about Kave and Baiju. The only thing I know is that they are both Dendro users, and Baiju is a Catalyst, while Kave is a Claymore user. So that's pretty much all I know. So let's get right into this and not waste any more time.
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence.
The history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Tevat.
Nahida?
Dragon King?
We were victims.
Let me turn this down a little bit.
Apocalypse. We also became the apocalypse itself.
I'm assuming that... Is this a new story quest for Nahida?
The apocalypse?
Ooh, new Abyss enemies. Yeah, she's there. It's definitely a new story quest for Nahida.
Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them? Hey, wait!
New weekly boss? It might be. It's a new boss regardless, it's gotta be, but... Every time we get a new Archon quest or a new story quest for the Archons, they usually come with a new weekly boss like H-Tahar and Raiden Shogun.
Follow a set of laws.
Look at where have you been, you bastard? Oh, is he another Fizz Catalyst? Those look like very light attacks.
Taking a turn for the better.
He's probably a healer or a shielder.
Watch and learn.
Kave. My friend from my Discord server's gonna be really excited.
Sight clear.
Oh, does he have Dendro Infusion?
The competition is heating up. Oh, and here's Kave bringing up the rear.
I just saw Scaramouche. Scaramouche fighting against Sino. A Parade of Providence. So the main event is it like a fighting tournament or something?
Nice.
Whoa!
Wow. Awesome!
Hey everyone, I'm Zach Aguilar and welcome
Zach's
to the
back.
Genshin Impact version 3.6 special program.
Anjali's here.
Wow, I didn't expect we'd appear right after the trailer this time. I hope you all enjoyed that. Anyway, we've got a jam-packed program today, and we even have more hosts than usual. So
Yeah.
why don't we go around
Been a while
and
since we had
take a moment
4.
to introduce ourselves.
Sure thing. Hey everybody, it's so good to see you all again. I'm Kimberly Ann Campbell, the voice
Kimberly.
of Nahida. I'm so excited to finally be back and share new content with all of you.
Oh, well, if it isn't the renowned traveler.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anjali Gunapaneni, and I'm the voice of Dory. Thank
Anjali,
you for
yeah.
supporting the business of Lord Sangama Bay with your shiny mora.
I don't like Dory, but I love
The
Anjali.
voice of Baiju from Boo Boo Pharmacy. Are you experiencing any discomfort? And how many days have the symptoms persisted?
Baiju sounds like my
I'm pretty good,
D&D
thanks,
character.
doctor, but I do have this
My D&D
problem
character
where
is
I
a
am way
snake
too
woman
obsessed
called
with my
Yggdrasil, who
people.
speaks
Hello?
basically exactly like
Aw,
this.
Me too.
Anyway, I am sure a lot of our viewers have already seen our characters pop up in the game by now.
True. Yeah, you've all been a part of the traveler's journey at some point or another.
Baiju a long
That's right.
time ago.
And we'll be seeing everyone again to experience some new stories together in the upcoming version.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. You know, I think we're ready to jump into some upcoming content, like, you know, I don't know, one of our new
I wanna know what
playable
else he's been
characters
in.
version 3.6. Let me know if I'm saying this right. I think his name is Baiju? Baiju? Is that how you say it?
Real subtle, Sean.
Nice. I'm sure everyone's waiting to see which event wish the new characters will be appearing in. So, let's get to our first redemption code, and in the meantime, everyone will also be able to check out some details about the version 3.6 event wishes.
Sounds good.
Oh, okay, so we get the event wishes here. This one's really short, actually. It's only 28 minutes, but, Nahida and Nilu for Phase 1, and Baiju's gonna be the second one, I'd imagine. And the second one, Baiju and Ganyu, with Kave on there, of course, alright. Oh, and the new weapon as well. So they're not gonna cover the weapons or the banners, they're just gonna cover the, well, I guess they're gonna explain how the new characters and new weapon works, but... Either they're just really, like, trying to cram it
When
in.
on the road, one should take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous
That's a bit
scenery
aggressive,
along the way.
Baiju.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
Oh, and then Changsheng as well. I wonder who Changsheng is voiced by.
Taking a turn for the better.
I really am interested to see how he works.
Okay, that snake was awesome. Also, its design totally popped up on Baiju's shield.
Oh, I like that.
Well, I'm afraid of snakes.
See what else he's
Chang sounds so
got.
cute.
Yeah, me too. And also, random thought, but isn't Baiju the first male character with glasses?
Oh, wow. I think you're
Oh
right.
yeah, he is!
Right. Personally, I love his voice. Think it's amazing. Also, you can't go wrong with purple
Not
pants.
biased at
You
all.
really can't. You know what? Okay, let's talk about Baiju. Baiju is a doctor at Boo Boo Pharmacy and is skilled at healing his patients. His abilities have helped Boo Boo Pharmacy make a reputation.
He
for
voiced
itself
Dylan
in Liyue
Faden in
Harbor.
Control.
But most importantly, Baiju is a gentle and refined physician, and his heart is dedicated to helping
Nick
the world.
Masters and
He
Quantum
tends
Break.
to anyone who comes to Boo Boo Pharmacy seeking medical attention, regardless of their wealth or status.
Ah.
Oh, I see. So he's that kind of doctor.
What kind did you think he was?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of thought he might be the type of doctor who does good things, but with his own nefarious plan. You know, like, I can save you.
His face.
For a price.
Zach,
I guess
stop
he just
showing
seems kind
off.
of mysterious like that.
Well, I give your imagination some credit, but sorry, he isn't quite the suspicious doctor like you imagined. In
I like
fact,
his
he's
voice, his
actually a
normal
trusted
voice as
physician
well.
among the people of Liyue Harbor. Everyone prefers to go see Dr. Baiju, no matter how serious the problem may be. But even though he works as a skilled physician, his own condition isn't so great.
Right, I
know
did
people
hear
say
about
that
this.
doctors are the worst patients. Is that the case for Baiju as well?
Well, Baiju's case is a little complicated, and I don't want to give away any spoilers, so travelers will have to check him out in-game.
I already kind
to
of
learn
know
more
the
about his
rundown,
story.
which is that
So,
he's got like some
yep,
kind of
that's all you're hearing.
really
Okay, well,
serious
no matter what
disease, and he's
happens,
trying
I
to
just
become
hope that
immortal
he'll be
to
able to
cure
take care
it.
of himself.
Me
That's what I
too.
know.
But besides his health, Baiju also has some other troubles to worry about. For example, Director Hu will sometimes put up ads outside of Boo Boo Pharmacy to promote her funeral parlor. On top of that, poor little Chi-Chi is terrified of Hu Tao. So there are some days where Baiju really has his hands full.
Yeah, that does sound like something that Hu Tao would do.
As fate would have it, Baiju's master and the former director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor both studied together under the same master. But the two had differing views on the concepts of life and death and ended up going their separate ways.
Right.
Their differences were passed down to their apprentices, which has led to Baizhu and Hu Tao's different views. In version 3.6, travelers will be able to play through Baiju's story quest to hear some of Baiju's inner thoughts and learn more about this caring doctor.
Interesting. I can't wait to check it out.
In his search for discovering new treatments and cures, Baizhu will often choose to test new medicines on himself. As you spend time with Baizhu in the field, you can make use of his knowledge of herbs and interact with
so
certain
picking up
harvestable
items heals you.
which will heal your current active character.
So, since Baizhu is a doctor,
That's cool.
I think it's pretty safe to say that most of his combat abilities are focused on healing, right?
Yep, that's right. Baiju's treatment in
Yeah,
battle
healer.
is usually performed in 2 steps. Step 1 is to control a wandering sprite that cruises through the enemies and restores HP to his teammates. Step 2 is to create a shield. When the shield refreshes, ends, or is broken, not only will it provide healing, but it will also deal dendro damage to enemies. Baizhu believes that even in a difficult spot, as long as the diagnosis and treatment
So it's
are done
kind of
properly,
like a,
lives can always be saved.
Sweet. Looks like we'll be
Like
able
a
to try out some new team
Dendrotoma.
compositions with him in mind.
For sure. Well, all right. I
Or
think that's all we have for
Dendroshinobu.
Baizhu, so let's move on to our next playable character.
Seems
I bet
simple
many
enough.
travelers already know him well.
Here we go.
I'm glad you gave me a chance. I always think
Oh
it
yeah,
takes
another
people
thing
with
I sort of
similar
forgot to
tastes
mention
sustain a
is
positive conversation.
prior to this stream, I actually had a prediction about who Kave's voice actor was, and I found out prior to the stream that my prediction was actually correct. He's voiced by, I think his name is Ben Barmaceda, who is like just an anime voice actor who does things like the main guy from Aharen is Indecipherable, as well as a couple other things.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay. Did you see him make dendro cores explode on command? That'll be useful for me.
yeah, that was crazy. And
Oh,
the
he-
toolbox
that's what he
has
did?
Some cool accessories. I am jealous.
His dapper
Oh, yeah.
suitcase.
I'm loving those animations. Super cool.
Okay, so since Kave has some connections with Dory, I'll introduce him. Kave is an architect and has this keen sense for beauty and the arts that he's developed ever since he was a child. Not to brag or
Right.
anything, but his magnum opus is the Palace of Alcazar, which is crazy coincidence where Dory lives. And his designs not only provide the required functionality, but also greatly incorporate his own artistic
Yeah.
taste. making
Dory
him
made
feel
Kave
unique
not
and
only
noteworthy.
build the palace, but
Well, he
also
sounds
pay
like a
for
genius,
it,
so he must
so
be pretty
that's why he's
successful.
broken
Yeah.
with all hate them.
Well, he doesn't quite lead the life of success and carefree spending like you might imagine. It's actually kind of the opposite. He hardly has enough more to survive. Mood.
Okay,
Ah,
so
mood.
he's broke. Interesting. Why is that?
Well, it kind of comes down to Kave's personality. He's a very perceptive person, so he has this sensitive and delicate side to his character. He also has
Not
a
according
strong
to
sense
what
of
hate them.
empathy and can understand the emotions and thoughts of different people, which may actually be one of his sources of artistic inspiration. For
He's a good
example,
dude.
when someone is trying to sell something to Kave, all they have to do is make up some story about how the proceeds go to helping poor children, and he'll practically hand over his mora, like all of it.
Wow, what a nice but gullible guy.
Good person.
On top of that, he doesn't limit himself with the cost of construction. And take the Palace of Alcazar as an example. Maybe only a real maniac architect like him, who doesn't care about the costs, could ever build something as amazing as that. So you gotta respect him for that.
Yeah.
But it's probably these kinds of situations that have made him become roommates with I'll Hate Them.
But aren't I'll Hate Them and Kave polar opposites? We see them bicker all the time.
About what?
Well, Kave thinks that I'll Hate Them lacks feelings for others and always disagrees with his point of view. But like Anjali just said, Kave can understand how many people feel, but understanding doesn't always mean agreement.
Right. Yeah, I think we're starting to understand Kave's character a
They
little
have
better
such a
now.
good relationship,
next
Kave
we
and
move
I'll
on to
hate
some
them.
of
It's
his
so
talents.
interesting.
Yeah, for sure. As an architect, Kave can help
Oh,
everyone
that
save
makes
some
sense.
materials when creating furnishings, and his mapping abilities might come in handy during battle. As a unique and creative designer, Kave must always bring tools with him, His toolbox, named Marak, not only provides Kaveh with tools, but also has many interesting uses. For example, Marak's mapping ability allows him to scan the battlefield, causing all dendro cores within a certain AoE to burst immediately.
Nice.
In addition to that,
wow.
when Marak completely releases its energy, it converts Kaveh's attack damage to dendro damage and increases Kaveh's combat capabilities.
Okay.
You don't
Interesting.
Need to worry about triggering all those dendro cores at the same time. Kaveh won't be hurt by them. In fact, one of Kaveh's talents actually causes him to recover a set amount of HP when he takes damage from a dendro core.
It's always good to have a reliable partner like that. Shang always gives Baizhu a lot of help too, you know.
Exactly, but Marak is pretty remarkable. It can even wield a sword for Kaveh.
That's a pretty awesome toolbox.
I know, right? Okay, so that
Yeah, he's really interesting in the way
How
he
should I
wields
say
his
this?
weapon.
I think his character has more depth than we expected.
Well, he
Kaveh's
is a
cool.
distinguished
I am
architect from the
excited to
Nation of
play as
Wisdom,
him.
so we shouldn't underestimate him.
Yeah, and Kaveh will be appearing in the main event for version 3.6, so maybe we give some details about that next?
Oh, okay, I got this one.
All right, event time.
Our main event for version 3.6 is the
Free Fire is
Academia
on.
Extravaganza. In addition to the variety of celebrations, the event also serves as a chance for the 6 Darshans to compete. The Extravaganza
Oh, new
consists of
character.
2 main parts, the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship. In the Wisdom Gala, the 6 Darshans have prepared 6 corresponding activities to show off the style of each respective school. As for the Inter-Darshan Championship, each of the Darshans will be selecting a single member to represent their school in a large competition.
Okay.
Great. So
It's
maybe
probably
we can
going to be an
talk about some
NPC
gameplay
as the
that travelers
Vahumana
can expect to see.
representative.
It sounds like we'll be getting a total of 6 different game modes this time. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Each of the 6 Darshans will be compiling their research to provide fun mini-games for everyone to enjoy.
First
For example,
full-fledged
Layla's
Subaru
Zavala
event as
Darshan
well.
will
This will be
setting up
interesting.
An astrolabe used for studying astrology at their booth. When travelers adjust the astrolabe to the appropriate height and angle, the stars on the astrolabe will light up and form a pattern. Look, this time the pattern is a cute little fungus.
Aw,
Aw, that does look like fun.
nice.
Here's another one. The scholars from Kasharawar will have a game that displays their understanding of mechanisms and architecture. Travelers will learn how to use the least possible materials to build a road that meets certain requirements within a limited space.
Ooh, I'm already getting a lot of ideas for this one. Okay. It seems travelers will have a lot of freedom to try whatever arrangements they can think of to reach those goals.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Next is Vahumana. They're taking their booth pretty seriously. They will be holding an archaeological activity where travelers will use specialized equipment to detect relic replicas. Travelers will have to carefully observe the surrounding environment as they search, and even eliminate external interference affecting the detectors to find the relic replicas.
Oh, well, this is all very nice, but are there any games where we won't have to go running around as much? I'm lazy.
Yes, there's something for everyone in these game modes. With this one, you can just relax and stay put while you listen to a story. But as you're listening, you also get to ask the storyteller some questions. If you're able to ask and uncover some key information, then you'll receive some clues to lead you to the truth of the story.
Very mysterious.
Oh, cool. Mystery minigame. That sounds
Spontamod, on the
fun.
other hand, is preparing a small combat experiment to put
Spontamod is
travelers' combat
Sino, is
abilities to
Darshan.
the test within a set amount of time. Of course, they'll kindly provide a variety of potions to help travelers overcome situations in the experiment.
Awesome.
Very cool. And last but not least is a little bionic experiment set up by Tainari's Amorta Darshan. Travelers will be able to control replicas of
Oh yeah,
various
Tainari's
creatures
getting a
and
new
command
voice
their
actor in this
movement according to a
version.
specific rhythm. And that should be everything we have for the Wisdom Gala. So which Darshan's events are you all most excited about?
Oh, you know, Spontamod, because that's what I'm all about. Combat and battle and
I
victory
quite like the
and never
Spontamod
losing.
one as well.
Okay.
The fact that we've got 6
Sorry.
different game modes is
Wow.
really cool.
I like the star one. I like stars. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I'm most excited to listen to a story because
And I want
think
to see
that's
this new
about my speed.
character.
Oh, I get that.
And let's not forget that in addition to the Wisdom Gala, we still have the Inter-Darshan Championship. This is a contest of wisdom and courage, and you won't want to miss seeing which Darshan is able to claim the title of champion.
Very cool. Oh, and there is one more thing to mention here. Layla's very own hangout.
Layla
quest will be
hangout,
arriving with
cool.
version 3.6, so be sure
Good,
not
we
to
get
miss
to
it.
see more of
Okay, that's
her.
all.
Yay, we get to hang out with Layla.
I have mixed feelings about
Excited to
Layla,
check
but I
it
do
out.
wish she had more
Okay,
screen time.
and our next event will also be taking place in Sumeru. Waynute activity has suddenly been on the rise, and the academia is dispatching researchers to respond to the problem.
This time, we'll be helping scholars clear the desert of obstructions, assemble the Waynute Slayer cannon, and repel the Wandering Waynute.
The Waynute Slayer cannon, huh? Oh, yeah, that's quite the name.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it. The
As its name
Waynute.
implies, it's very effective against Waynute. Our task will be to clear out any monsters nearby and help with the preparations so the cannon can start attacking. I'm sure our travelers will be able to help handle the situation.
Oh, yeah. We also have one other event for travelers to continue improving their combat abilities. During the challenge, travelers will have to complete 3 consecutive
Didn't we have
combat
this
rounds.
event?
During each round, the system
I'm
will
pretty sure
randomly
this is
activate
a
one or more
rerun
of 4
of
possible
an
effects
event
at set
from
intervals of time.
3.0.
Oh, so I guess it's safe to say that no 2 rounds will play the same.
I guess not.
Yeah. If the buff you receive happens to synergize with your team composition, then your team will really start to shine. I personally think it's interesting to have these random elements added to the challenge. I feel like it'll bring some fun surprises to the gameplay.
Yeah.
Totally. And these buff effects are all pretty powerful. The travelers should definitely try some different team combinations and see what synergies they can come up with. And also, the Overflowing Mastery event will be returning once again with double drops for a limited time to help travelers keep leveling up their characters.
In addition to the events we've already mentioned, there
Overflowing
is
Mastery.
one more event taking place in an all-new area. So first, I think we should reveal the new area.
No. But before we do that, let's take a quick break and give another redemption code.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good. Oh, but one more note, we'll have some info regarding new artifact sets during the break, so be sure not to miss that.
New artifacts says, hold on, I want to have a look at this, because I think I heard about these. Well, I don't have to pause it. Nymph's Dream. Hydro damage bonus plus 15%. After normal charged plunging attacks, elemental skills and elemental bursts hit opponents, so anything. 1 stack of Mirrored Nymph will be triggered, lasting 8 seconds. When under the effect of 1, 2, or 3 or more Mirrored Nymph stacks, attack will be increased by 7 to 25%, and Hydro damage will be increased by 4 to 15%. Mirrored Nymph stacks created by normal, charged, and plunging attack, elemental skill, and elemental burst exist independently. That's a good set for Child and Ayato, I'd imagine. And Vorukasha's Glow. HP plus 20, elemental skill, elemental burst damage will increase by 10%. After the equipping character takes damage, the aforementioned damage bonus is increased by 80% for 5 seconds. This effect increase can have 5 stacks. The duration of each stack is counted independently. These effects can be triggered when the equipping character is not on the field. Is that kind of a set for
Welcome
Dia?
back, everyone.
Yeah, we are back and ready to show an all-new area being added to
Another
the game.
area?
That's right, and I hope you're as excited as we are.
So
this
much.
area is located deep in the desert.
More
in the
desert,
northwest
because
of
that's
the
what we
desert of
need.
Hadramaut.
More fucking
According
desert.
to legends, it was one of the main rifts that monsters were emerging from during the Conria disaster 500 years ago, and the site of a battlefield where God suppressed the power of the abyss. Although it was originally desert, the ecological system has completely changed due to the power of the abyss, and it has become a large, uninhabited area of swamps and wastelands.
So, you're saying that we might be able to uncover some buried secrets about Conria there?
Let's
On
hope so.
second thought, it kinda sounds like it might be dangerous.
Yeah. Luckily, we have some little helpers to assist us in our search. There will be a Pari named Sorush waiting for us that will lend us its abilities, allowing travelers to freely fly across parts of the area and access some locations that would be impossible on foot.
Wait, we'll be able to fly around now?
Yeah, this will be your
Oh,
chance to fulfill
cool.
your dreams.
Yes!
After helping Sorush recover its power, there will be a small event for
Is that a new
travelers to help
pet?
it continue
I hope that's a
its
new
training.
pet. That looks really
We will guide
cute.
Sorush to drive away enemies, conduct speed training, and
Take
complete
your
puzzles,
flaming
so be
shit.
sure to check it out. Travelers may also encounter a new enemy during their journey in version
A new
3.6,
boss.
the Iniquitous Baptist. Its abilities include using
Oh, wait,
multiple
so that's
elements
not
in
a
battle
new...
and creating shields
That's not
for
a new ruin
corresponding
enemy, it's
elements to
just
reduce
a new
damage.
ruin boss?
It definitely looks like it'll be a formidable enemy.
That's not
It's,
all.
I mean,
We have
ruin
two
enemies
more
are always
interesting enemies
completely
that travelers will encounter.
cracked.
The Animo and Hydro Hilichurl rogues.
Hilichurl
These
rogues?
Hilichurls are wandering across Teyvat and do not belong to any particular Hilichurl tribe. Sometimes they assist other Hilichurls or tribes in need of help, and they also have a unique combat style.
A lone
Even though
wolf
it
that doesn't
seems
roll
this
with the
place
herd,
is
I guess.
full of new dangers, that still won't stop the traveler from bringing new hope to the region. Some clues related to Conria are also waiting to be uncovered here, so it's definitely worth exploring. And last but not least, in version 3.6, the legendary Dragon of Verdure, Apep, will appear. The Dragon
Apep?
of Verdure was once an
I
emerald
kind
green dragon
of
that
know
ruled
something about the
Sumeru,
mythology behind
but its color
Apep.
later changed to that of yellow sand. Recently, it seems to be suffering from some kind of illness. Travelers will
looks
be
cool.
making their way to the Dendro Dragon.
This is going to be the final
habitat
boss
to
of
face it in battle,
Nahida's
so you must be
story
very
quest, I
careful.
would
The
imagine.
battle will be split into 3 phases. An interesting part to take note of is that in the second phase of the fight, travelers will need to protect the Dendro Dragon from monsters in order to prevent the dragon's illness from getting any worse.
Huh.
Wait,
Right.
That's different.
Yes.
So this is
and in the
Nahida's
third
dragon,
phase,
or her,
the
like,
Dendro Dragon
sort of
will unleash
assistant
some
character.
extremely powerful attacks, so travelers will need to be careful to avoid those.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, we don't know what the Dendro Dragon has been through and what exactly caused it to change into its current twisted form. Perhaps we'll get some more answers after we've faced it in battle.
Yeah.
The dragon has a close connection with Sumeru's history and gods. Going into its lair and determining what's causing its current condition is an important task and will be helpful to the entire nation of Sumeru. So, if you'd like to learn more about the Dendro Dragon, then be sure to check out Chapter 2 of Nahida's story quest.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
there'll be a lot
chapter
of interesting
2,
things for travelers to learn in this one,
Sapientia
so be sure to look forward to it.
Oromastis, chapter
Absolutely.
2.
And that's about all we have for new content in the upcoming version. But
Oh, we're done.
Before we wrap things up, we have an announcement regarding Genshin Impact's music. The second album for the Sumeru region, titled The
Yay.
Unfathomable Sand Dunes, will also be releasing soon.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I love the Sumeru region music.
Yeah, I do too. This album is comprised of 3 discs, compiling all the original music that the Hoyo Mix team created for the Sumeru region, spanning versions 3.1 to 3.6.
Okay, this is super cool. I'm
Yeah.
super excited.
Yeah.
Be sure
Nice.
to pick that up.
I'm hyped.
Right, so let's watch a trailer of the new OST and give our final redemption code of the day.
Right. That was quick. Alright, last code. This was a good one. Let's skip ahead.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So. Alright, so it seems like there's gonna be a lot to enjoy in the new version.
I know, right?
Yeah. You know what? I'm looking forward to spending more time with Nahida in her new story quest chapter and confronting the new Dendro Dragon.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. I'm super happy
Yeah.
to come on this special program today. It was my first time. This is so cool. And
Good-
also the
good to
trailer
see
was
you,
so
Dore.
cool.
Definitely.
I don't like Dory, but I like
I think it's really
Anjali.
cool that people will get to discover more about Baiju and that there's more to him than just the
I
man
also
who
really like
works at the
Sean.
Bluebird
His
Farm.
voice is really nice.
Got layers.
True. True that.
He's got layers.
I'm looking forward to the new
I like all of
area,
these guys.
New playables, and of course, the Academia Extravaganza looked super, super fun to me.
I feel like
Yeah.
Zach didn't. I feel like
Yeah,
Zach
this
is
is
slowly
the
starting to
end
take
of the
more of a
special
backseat
program.
when it
It's
comes to
been
these
so great
commentaries and
hanging
letting
with you
everyone else
guys.
do their thing.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me again.
Of course. This is the end. I'll see you guys all in game.
Bye-bye.
We're getting quite a bit.
Could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. suffer like sheep, move feet.